What's up, everybody? Trying to get into more of the daily vlogging, so even if it's just a few minutes every day, I like to just check in and get my vlogging more consistent, because as of right now I just sort of do it whenever. So I'm going to try to do more. Like I told you guys before, the best time for me is when I'm driving, but maybe I'll try to start doing it more when I'm out and about doing things, if I'm doing anything cool. I usually don't. I usually work and then do my 9 to 5, and then do my my YouTube stuff, and then playing with the kids, and that's usually the extent of my days. So I work a lot for my 9 to 5 job. Been doing a lot of stuff today. Issues popping up, so don't really get too much rest from that. But a few things I wanted to sort of sound off about is I recently did a video. I posted it, well, really recent. I posted it last night, and it's a look at all the cameras that I use. And this one, my vlogging camera, is the Zoom Q4. So, but day before yesterday, I believe it was, Sony announced the follow-up to the RX100 M2, the RX100 M3, which it has a new image processor in it. It has the 180 degree flip up screen, which I think is really cool. So I may end up upgrading my M2 to the M3, just because, like I said in that other video, at some point in the last year doing YouTube videos, I became a camera geek. There's one, Lamar Wilson, and I believe he got the idea from iJustine, is a new Canon camera that's out that I almost pulled the trigger on today, and I may still do it. I don't know. I had 18 minutes to make up my mind if I wanted it delivered by Monday off Amazon. It's the Canon PowerShot N100, I believe. And the only thing that sort of the reason I didn't pull the trigger to try it as a different vlogging camera is, one, I love this camera. I love the sound quality I get. I love the flip out screen. I love how compact it is. And if you haven't seen it, I got pictures of it on my Instagram and my Twitter feed, and also, like I said, I show it, I've done an unboxing and I showed it off in my what cameras I use video, which you can find all that, all on the channel, links and all that stuff, and you can see the videos. Just search through my channel. But it only flips up 90 degrees. But a feature that it had, the screen, but the feature that it has that is really cool, and Lamar Wilson on his Twitter feed posted some live video from it, or raw video. As you're filming in front of you, it actually has a rear-facing camera also, and you can get a picture-in-picture, so you can show what's in front of you, and say you're doing something pretty cool out and about, or like a CES or something, anything. If you're doing something really cool and you're filming it, you can actually have your face in the frame also in a separate little box. And that's not anything new to anybody with any, probably, well, let's see, the S4 camera did it, the Galaxy S4, the S5 does it, I believe the Note 3 did it, I think the Oppos do it. So there's a lot of smartphone cameras that do it, but nothing with the quality. I'm not sure what the rear-facing camera is. I didn't see any specs on it. I didn't dive too deep. Front-facing, I believe, is like a 16 megapixel sensor. So it looked pretty cool, but I just didn't pull the trigger, just because most of the time I see something really quick like that and I'll pull the trigger, and then it's something that I'm not going to use that often. Like I said, I use this Zoom Q4 as my vlogging camera. Maybe it'd be nice to have a second vlogging camera, just to, I don't know, try something different every once in a while. But again, getting back to the Sony M3, RX100 M3, One thing that I really liked about the M2, which I originally bought as a vlogging camera, I did some vlogs, but just never posted anything. I just wasn't comfortable enough doing vlogs yet, and I think you just have to, I think Chris Perillo said you just have to do it and not really think about it. So when I bought that, I never really used it for that. It's a great point and shoot, but what I did love about it, it has a multi-shoe at the top that you can get a viewfinder or an external flash, or what I did, and that's an external microphone for better sound quality. Now the M3 doesn't look like it has that. In the center now it has a pop-up flash, which is where the hot shoe or multi-shoe was before, and the off to the side where the flash is on the M2, on the M3 is actually a pop-up viewfinder, which is really, really cool. But I don't know how good I like the audio to be good, even if it's a vlog. I know a lot of people use just their smartphones, and which is fantastic. And quite honestly, I haven't seen any issue with the sound quality on some of those. So I don't know, maybe they're just way better at editing than I am, but I've never really had too much luck with my front-facing camera and microphones on my smartphone. So I don't know. So I'm thinking about getting the M3. Still on the fence about that PowerShot N100, but it may be something I get just so we can check it out for the channel and do some test footage with it. So yeah, that's about it for now. I'm gonna run into the store and then I'll get back with you guys. So now I'm gonna be running up to this place called Hastings, which is like a little, you can still rent videos there, but like 1/4 of it is videos, DVDs, Blu-ray and stuff to rent and buy, and then the other 1/4 on the other side of the store is a like bookstore, and they have used books and whatever. But in the middle, the majority of the store is just like, they got some GoPro stuff, they got comic books, they got like action figures and statues and different kind of toys and games and some little bit of electronics, nothing really good, like some cheap, you know, knockoff tablets and stuff like that, like really low end stuff. But sometimes I'll go in there to look for comic books or see what kind of statues or action figures they got in. Sometimes that stuff's pretty cool. But I think the last thing I bought here was a Game of Thrones, the Iron Throne, that you may have seen in some of my Instagram pictures with headphones and phones on them and stuff like that. But I'm going to go in here because my man Grover on Twitter, I'm Grover, I believe. I'm Grover, I am Grover. I think it's I'm Grover. But him and I were talking today, and he was telling me about this comic book called Preacher, which I've heard of. And I know they're making it into a TV series on, I think it's AMC. So I'm going to run in here and see if they got any of like the collections. Check those out. So, well, they didn't have any Preacher comic books or graphic novels there. So I'll have to look on Amazon. Probably be cheaper anyways. Sometimes there's a chance that they have a used version there and it's cheaper, but the actual price of the newer ones are pretty expensive. I've never really compared them on Amazon, but I would assume they're cheaper considering everything on Amazon is cheaper. Well, just about everything. So, but anyways, yeah, so that'll be about it. Just wanted to check in with you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Maybe like I said, maybe I'll try to start doing these daily. We'll see. See you guys later. Thanks for watching.